Hey everybody, welcome. It's Timmy here. I am super excited to be with you here tonight. Happy Thursday. I hope you're all having a fabulous day. As you know, I am coming to you tonight with a project utilizing our reclaimed tray. And if you saw my post earlier from today, I was asking your advice about which transfer to use. I gave you a choice of two, and overwhelmingly the most popular choice was this one, which reads, I don't rise and shine, I caffeinate and hope for the best. So if you're a coffee drinker or a tea drinker or even a Pepsi drinker in the morning, my mom, if she's watching, she'd know I'm talking to her. This is a perfect transfer for this cute little tray. Now, you'll notice that this tray has some beaded handles on it, and that's, if you'd watched a previous live that I had done a few weeks ago around Easter time, I showed you how to make these cute little handles. So scroll back through my live videos and you can find it if you're looking. Hello, Rhonda. Nice to see you, my friend. I am wearing a shirt that I created yesterday. You guys notice? Kind people are my kind of people. So I know all of you that are watching me here today are totally fitting into that. I rarely make t-shirts, but I saw this saying and I found this great shirt at Hobby Lobby and I was like, okay, this is calling for this design. So what do you guys think? I used the white and the eucalyptus for the flowers on the bottom. Isn't it cute? So yes, you can use our transfers for both surfaces like this metal tray or even fabrics. And when you're working on fabrics and you want it to be permanent, all you need to do is use our inks instead of our chalks. So super cool, right? Now I just want to make sure everything is working here. I'm just going to check my feed here. I think we're good. I don't know. Sometimes it shows you and sometimes it doesn't. I don't know. Sometimes this crazy technology, right, makes us all nuts. If you're like me, you know, that no matter what, it seems as well as you got it all together, Facebook also wants to mess you up. So I don't know, maybe it messed me up. I'm putting this away. I see that Rhonda's here, so I know I must be going live, so that's great. So these reclaimed trays, what's really awesome about them is today, Chalk Couture lowered the price on them. So from now on, instead of these being $14.99 retail, they are going to be $9.99. So starting today on my Chalk site, you can get them, and it's a super great deal. They're a great metal tray. They're already kind of distressed looking. They've got some beautiful kind of distressed look on the edges, you can see. And you can do whatever you want with them. You can decorate them in any way. We're going to use chalk paste on these. And I got to tell you, this will stay on. The chalk paste will stay on as long as you want it to stay on. See, it's not coming off on my hands. It's not going to rub off. But what I have found is even though we call these in Chalk Couture terms one-time use surfaces, meaning that you're only really going to use them once, I don't listen to that. I use mine over and over again. And it's really a quick matter of taking one of our board erasers, and when it's wet, you can actually erase the board. So I like that because you know what? I like changing out my decor. It's one of the reasons why I really like chalking on our chalkboard surfaces, because I can change it out when the mood strikes. So even with these reclaimed trays, even though we talk about them being a one-time use surface, if you want to change it out, you absolutely can. And you know, it's kind of cute with this truck too, because I could just remove the Easter sayings and remove the carrots that I put in the back and reuse this over and over again with just different things for the back of the truck. So anyway, really great deal for $9.99, and you can reuse it over and over again if you want. So I did want to let you know that we do talk about these as being a one-time use surface, but I absolutely found that the chalk paste will come up if you want, with some water and our board eraser. So if you haven't been introduced to our board erasers yet, you definitely want to grab some. They are great for not only cleaning surfaces, but obviously they're also really great for cleaning our transfers. Now, if this is your first time watching me, let me say hello. Welcome. My name's Timmy. I'm an independent designer with Chalk Couture. I have been privileged to be part of the Chalk Couture family for over 3 years now. Chalk Couture is relatively new on the scene of DIY home decor, and I am super excited to have been part of almost their beginning. And I have had so much fun, really meeting so many awesome people, creating some really great projects, and really getting inspired by my fellow designer community and all of you. So I'm super glad you're here with me. If you're watching live, be sure to say hi and let me know. You'll know you're live if you see that little red live button in the top right-hand corner of your device. If you don't see that live button, it means you're watching the replay, but you know what? I always check the comments after we finish, so be sure to say hi and let me know that you're watching the replay too, so I can say hi and answer any questions for you if you have them. So these are our transfers. That's what we call them. Some people will think about them as being stencils, but they're actually not stencils. They are actually silk screen transfers, and they have an adhesive back, so they're kind of sticky. That means they'll be able to be placed down and not move around where you want to put them. So whether you want to work vertically on a wall, for instance, or on a window and chalk stuff, you can. I've been known to chalk my dishwasher. I had a friend recently who chalked their stove with some fun kitchen sayings. It's really great. The chalk paste goes on wet and it dries hard, but you can wash it up with water when you want to remove it. So that's really fun. You love my big home tag. Yeah, that was super fun to put together. That's also one of the transfers that's available in our spring summer line. You can definitely grab it. And it has our really awesome farmhouse tile, which I really love. So I painted this surface black. This was a surface, by the way, that I found on clearance last year at Easter time, and I just painted over it with black paint, and then I use our gold chalk paste to put on the farmhouse tile and then the home from our new home transfer. And of course, you know, a cute little wreath that I found somewhere along my travels. So yeah, lots of fun things that you can do with Chalk Couture. It's super fun to play with. So because we are working on this metal tray is super shiny and sticky, and that means that when we put our transfer down, we want to make sure that we have taken a few minutes to fuzz our transfer. What does fuzz a transfer mean? Well, basically what it means is that we're adding a little bit of lint to the back of this transfer, the sticky side of the transfer. And what that does is just make sure that it's easy to pull up after we have finished chalking the design, and we don't stretch that transfer, so that we can just use it over and over again. Because that's one of the great things about Chalk Couture is that these transfers are not single use like stencils. They are, they can be used 8 to 10, even more times if you take really good care of them. And one of the ways that you can really take good care of them is just make sure that when you're working, you don't stretch that transfer when you pull it up. And one of the ways that you can ensure that you don't stretch that transfer is by fuzzing that transfer before you put it down your surface. So that's it. We're going to go ahead now. This is definitely not as sticky as it was, as you see, and that's perfect. And we're going to lay this down on our tray where we want this to go. Now, once you do lay it down, if it's not straight, you can definitely pick it up and reposition it. But once you've got it where you want it to go, then you just want to take your fingers and rub the area over it and make sure that there aren't any air bubbles or bumps or pieces of lint or whatever that are in the way. So see, I've just kind of added that right down. It's perfect. right? And we are ready to go ahead and begin chalking. So I've got a couple of different colors here that I'm going to work with tonight on our chalk paste. I have our black velvet, and you can see that we actually have just created a new chalk paste formula that is even creamier and dreamier than our old version. And what that means is that it's going to go on nice and smooth every single time. And that's what we want. We want to be able to spread these chalk pastes on so that they're nice and smooth. The next color I've got is this beautiful gold shimmer. So if you love sparkle and bling, you're going to love our shimmer paste. We have a bunch of different colors in shimmer. Hey Marie, my friend, how are you tonight? Then it's got built-in glitter is what's really cool about it. So if you like a little bling. And then I have my peony, which is a beautiful bright pink, perfect for the spring. So I've opened up all of those. I'm going to grab some stir sticks over here. I forgot to grab those before we got started. And there are just these little stir sticks here, and that's just going to make sure that I have stirred up our paste to make sure that everything is even and smooth. The consistency, as you can see, is just beautiful. This new chalk paste is really, really creamy and really spreadable and really easy to use. So we've got all three colors here ready to go. And I've got 3 different squeegees here as well. This is what we're using to apply the chalk paste to the screen. You want to have a different squeegee for each color, or have a wipe or something around. I gotta always have some wipes here near me just in case. And you can use that to clean up your squeegee in between. I know, Marie, I kind of love this shirt, don't you? I think I have to go out and get a few more colors. I'm a V-neck girl. I don't know about you guys. Do you like V-necks or do you like crew neck t-shirts? I have always kind of shied away from making Chalk Couture shirts because I'm not really a t-shirt girl in the typical t-shirt, but I found these and I thought, oh, they're super cute. They got these little stripes. I even think it'd be kind of fun to put a little Chalk Couture logo over here, don't you think? Anyway, so super fun. I found this at Hobby Lobby, so you know, you can find it inexpensive on sale. That's always really good, right? So we've got a couple of different color options. I think what I'm going to do is the Rise and Shine I'm going to do in the black velvet, and then the I Don't and the I Caffeinate I think I'm going to do in the gold, and then Hope for the Best I'm going to do again in black. And then these 2 cups, I think one's going to be gold and the other is going to be that pretty peony. So what do you think? Marvelous is another one of my favorite pink colors, but I think we're going to go with that. So we want to dip our squeegee into our chalk paste container. And if I can remember what colors I said I was going to do what with. Let's see, there's my gold for I Don't. And I said we were going to do it with the I Caffeinate. So I'm going to add a little bit more on my squeegee here. And I just want to make sure that I cover the areas that are white. That's the screened area. That's the part that is showing our tray through it. That's all we want to make sure that we cover. The green areas that you see are the adhesive areas. That's what's keeping this on our surface without moving around. So you don't need tons of chalk paste. That's also what's really great, super economical. Not only are these cute little trays just $10, but these transfers can be used over and over again, so you can do lots of fun things with them and reuse them in lots of different ways. I'm going to do one of my cups, as I said, in gold. Now you can also, we have so many awesome colors, but if there's a color you're looking for that either you don't have yet or that Chalk Couture doesn't make and that you want, you can actually mix the colors to make your own custom color. Totally can do that. You know what? I think I'm going to do this and symbol also in the gold. It's super pretty. I love this gold. This shimmer is really fun. All right, so we've got the gold all done. Easy peasy. See, so far, wasn't that super easy? That's all we did was put in our few spots that we wanted gold. Now we're going to take our black. And I've got a little larger squeegee here. This is called our small squeegee. I was using our mini squeegee before. And again, it's only the areas that are white that we need to worry about covering. So you don't have to cover all of those green areas. Just the area where the tray is showing through. That's where the screen is. As I was saying, these aren't stencils, but they're actually what we call silk screen transfer. So they're made out of fabric. And that's what gives them the ability for you to reuse them. You just simply wash them up with water and let them dry. And then that backer sheet that you saw me take it off of, you just keep, and you can just reuse that backer sheet to store your transfer on between uses. So super easy. Now I want to make sure I don't hit that cute little cup, because that cute little cup is going to be my pretty peony pink. I'm a pink girl, so, and it is spring, so whenever I can bring pink into a project, I'm always happy. I have been working on a bunch of different ideas and projects, in part because I'm always curious about what things are going to work and will look good. And also I have the pleasure of being able to do classes. And now that things are getting a little bit more open, people are getting vaccinated, there are more opportunities to get people together in small groups, socially distanced, of course, and being able to do some classes together, which is super fun. And we also have some vendor events coming up. A colleague of mine do them together, and so we're starting to create a bunch of projects to be able to show as samples and also to sell. So if you see a project that you like that I worked on my lives or just on my Facebook page in general, and you'd like it, feel free to reach out to me. You can either make it yourself or I can make it for you, and I would be happy to do that. I love teaching you how easy it is for you to be able to do it yourself, but I know sometimes people feel better having it made for them, especially if they're looking for a gift or something like that. So if that describes you, absolutely, I'm happy to tell you that. Now, if you're watching and you think, hey, I kind of like what you're doing and I want to do what you're doing too, you totally can. This is an opportunity really that anybody can take advantage of. And when I first found out about Chalk Couture, I fell in love with the products, and I was like, I want to be able to create and do tons of stuff. And when the person I met who introduced me to Chalk Couture mentioned becoming a designer, sorry, I have no nails, so I'm trying to pull this up, but I think I need a little help. So I'm going to grab a clean stir stick here and pull this up. When she mentioned to me thinking about becoming a Chalk Couture designer, I actually kind of laughed at her. I said, what, are you crazy? I have a full-time job that I really love. I don't have time for that. I just want to create. And so when I first started with Chalk Couture, that's all I intended to do, was just create some fun stuff for myself. And I thought, oh, maybe I'll share it with a few friends because I think they might like it too. And it turned out that my friends really did like it. And we had so much fun together that I ended up finding that this ended up being a nice little kind of side business for me. And I love the fact that I get 40% off all my products, right? That's one of the perks of being a Chalk Couture designer. I'm trying to move fairly slowly to pull this up, holding with the board with one hand, just so that I don't stretch that transfer. So you can see I did a pretty good job, and we got our chalk paste on this side. I'm just going to put it right back on the backer sheet for now, and when we're done here, I'm just going to run this under water to clean up that transfer and remove the chalk paste from it. And once it's dry, then I'll put it right back on that backer sheet and it'll be ready to reuse again. So here we go. Look how cute this was. Super easy, right? I don't rise and shine. I caffeinate and hope for the best. Yep, I can totally relate to that. I bet you can too, right? There are some days. So that is it, my friends. So super easy. If you like this project and you want to continue to see projects that I offer on my page, be sure to like my page so that you get notified when I go live. And that way you can see all the great projects that are coming up. If you are really into this and you think, oh my goodness, I want to get the latest scoop on all of the great things that Chalk Couture has to offer, and I want to know all about your specials and deals, and yes, I do offer some really awesome specials and deals, be sure to request to join my VIP group. All you need to do is just type in VIP in the comments and I'll make sure you get the link. It's totally free, just a way for you to be able to get first notification about some awesome stuff that's going on. And if you're watching and you think, I want to know more about becoming, I just sprinkle chalk paste on me here. Becoming a designer, how you can get set up with that, feel free to just message me. I'll be happy to share any information that I have about it and help guide you if you decide you want to move forward. All right, Christine Mola, did I see you there? Oh my goodness, it's so funny that you're here today, because if you have not had a chance yet to go check out the new spring summer celebration suite that launched today, there is a whole chalk story that we call them around bloom. So Christine, my friend Christine, is the owner of a company called Bloom, and there's some really great transfers, and including the word bloom. So you are gonna love it when you see it. Anyway, so that's it, my friends. This is our cute little project for the night. I hope that you enjoyed it. Thanks so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Thanks so much, everybody. Bye.